Hey, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to head to the cinema to see the new Captain America movie, Captain America: Brave New World. And I'm a little disappointed. And the reason being is because I had ordered a really cool Captain America costume to use in a video. So I found something the other day, and I wanted to do something cool, and I thought it would be appropriate if I wore like a Captain America outfit. So I ordered one. It's coming from overseas. It's made in China, as many things are. And they haven't even sent the item. And so I ordered the suit a few weeks ago. I thought, this will be cool. I can make a Captain America video. I'll wear a cool outfit. Apparently, I guess my plans aren't going to work out. So I ordered, the suit. It was probably too close to Lunar New Year for China, so their shipping tends to slow down. So I knew better. So it's not really their fault. That's just how things are. So I found this the other day at the shops. I think it's a dish that you serve drinks on. I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add handles to it. And I'm going to turn it into a shield, and I'm going to see if I can learn how to throw it like in the movies. You know, in the movies, there's a very particular throw. They kind of hold it like that, and then they have a very wide sweeping sort of approach with their arm, and they release it. So what I want to do is I want to see if you can learn to throw the shield the same way that they throw in the movies. So I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I know that if there's a central handle, that you would be able to impart enough spin. The thing is that as it leaves your hand, it needs to have some spin to it. The friction of the shield has some interaction with the air. It is the friction that sort of keeps it moving. It sort of moves through the air. And so if it's not spinning, it doesn't fly properly. It's the rotation, it's the spinning, sort of pulling on the air. It's pulling itself through the air. My concern is because in the movies there are two straps. There's one strap, two strap, which means that basically the only rotation you get is from your entire arm, basically. If there was only the central handle and you were just holding it with your hand, you get this movement with your hand, which does impart some spin. So you have your shoulder, your elbow as a hinge, and then your hand, which means that you can release the shield. Basically, you can release it here, right? And then you can give it some final spin at the end, and it'll do that. The problem with having the two handles is that you basically have to release it. You have to release it here, and then you are not able to impart that final bit of spin on it, which means the only spin you get is from wherever back there is to here. And that's problematic because, again, if there's not enough spin, it won't fly, which means that you have to like really put your body into it. So I want to see if it's possible to throw it the way that it's thrown in the movies. We've seen a couple people throw it. We've seen Steve Rogers, Bucky, John Walker, Anthony Mackie. I don't think anyone else, I don't think we've seen them throw the shield. And I want to see if it's possible. So basically, I just need to add some handles to this thing. I got this for like $6, so it's not vibranium. It's something significantly cheaper, so I wouldn't block an attack with this. It wouldn't turn out well. But it's about the right size of the shield, and I'm interested. I'm excited to see if it's going to work. I'm just a huge I'm a huge throwing weapons guy. If you'd like to see a video where I give a little bit of a guide and tutorial on throwing weapons, I'll put the link in the description. I'll probably put the video up on the screen, but if you want to learn a little bit about throwing weapons, you can watch that video. And I really wanted to have this video out today, but I didn't want to do the video without the Captain America suit that I ordered. It's going to be really awesome. It's extremely cool. So I hope you guys don't mind waiting however long it takes. I don't know. They haven't even sent the item yet. So however long it takes, I hope you're looking forward to seeing a video where I try to figure out if it's possible to throw the shield just like in the movies. I have seen a couple people throw, replica shields, but they were using a central handle, and I can see that that's easy. That's easy, right? But I want it to be like the movies. So, yeah, I hope the movie is fun. There's My timeline is flooded with people that are just dunking on this movie and saying it's the worst thing. It's worse than the Holocaust, and then they're acting like Captain America 4 ruined their marriage, and it's the reason why they broke up. I'm not interested in that sort of, let's find a reason to hate stuff. I'm gonna see if the movie's any good, and then I'll see if I enjoy it or not. There have been Marvel movies that I really enjoyed, and some that I went into thinking that I was going to really enjoy it, and then I walked out of the theater pretty frustrated that the movie was just kind of awful. So we'll see. I like to judge each movie as it goes because I really enjoy the MCU. So okay, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. I don't know when my Captain America suit's going to arrive, but it's going to be really cool. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll put the video on screen if you want to see a little bit about throwing weapons. Take care. And what's the Captain America's new line that we saw in the trailer? Because Steve Rogers' line was, "I could do this all day." I think Anthony Mackie's line is, "I know." I think. I don't know.